What's up, comic book fans? This is Sakio Castro Dojo, and I'm actually doing my first DC comic figure review. Now, I've got a lot of DC figures, but this is actually my first review. And the reason for it was I got tired of distinguishing Marvel from DC and independents from movie figures and things like that. So I figured I'd start it off with an iconic figure like Superman. One of the reasons I'm actually doing this review is because I actually thought the Dark Knight figure was kind of cool. Didn't really care much for the Green Lantern. And when I actually saw him at Kmart, which surprisingly enough there's a Kmart in my neighborhood, I scooped him up. I figured I didn't see him anywhere else, and I still haven't seen him anywhere else. So this is the only figure I found. I didn't find the other two, Zod or Kal-El, or whatever his name is. But the packaging is pretty interesting, especially compared to like the Green Lantern one and compared to the Dark Knight Movie Master series. This one is kind of like toyish, or kind of like childish a little bit. It screams toy, doesn't really scream adult figure collector. One, because it's kind of wide and it's got the Superman logo. So let's go ahead and get him open. Here we have Mr. Kal-El himself, Superman. I got him on a little stand I got over at Michael's. Let me get this adjusted over here. It's actually a pretty cool figure, apart from not having a torso articulation. Essentially, it's the same type of buck you'd find in the DC universe, but he is about the same height as, let's say, the Dark Knight or Green Lantern movie masters. The articulation is very familiar, if you're familiar with that, single jointed elbow, DC hips type of thing. The colors are really cool. I actually do like this hexagon pattern they have for the mesh suit, which seems to be the universal standard for super action heroes on the movie screen. He's got the DCU hips. He's got the thigh swivel, literally right in the middle of the thigh. He's got a single jointed knee and a ankle single joint. He also has a single jointed elbow, bicep twist. He can twist at the wrist. He has a ball jointed shoulder. There's that bicep twist. He's got a ball jointed head, not much articulation, and then of course he has a waist twist but no ab crunch. Here in the back of his cape, it's kind of like a rubbery material. You can see it's attached to his back, so it doesn't really hang off his neck. A nice afterthought, because sometimes people would probably rip the cape off. Overall, he feels good. He feels sturdy. He doesn't feel like a cheap knockoff or bootleg action figure. He does feel like a quality adult figure collector type of figure. But he's got a 5 o'clock shadow, which is weird because he's a superhero, and I didn't think Superman shaved. And if he does, what did he shave with? A kryptonite razor? I don't know. Those are questions I have to have answers for one day. He's got the peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Interesting enough, when you buy this figure, you don't expect to get a little extra. So, Superman, there he is in all his glory. Hopefully the movie isn't a turd, but, it's Superman. How can you go wrong, right? I didn't really collect the other figures, but you get this nice Superman base. So this was a very, very happy moment for me, because it was kind of like a little Easter egg, a little bonus. I wasn't expecting it. It's hard to come by 6-inch stands if they don't come with actual figure themselves. I know Marvel was including them in their Marvel Legends and of course the Walmart exclusives, so to have actually one that comes with your Superman, it's pretty cool. So I'm glad I got it. Not every figure actually has peg holes. This one does. Obviously he doesn't really stand well. He's pretty weak at the ankles. That's typically of DCU. But overall I give it a real big thumbs up. On a scale of 1 to 10, overall I'd probably give him a 7. Again, you don't have the ab crunch. You have very limited range of motion. If it was measuring off the DCU, I'd probably give him an 8, because much better figure. But he really doesn't fit in scale too much with actual DCU figures. But the detail they put into the costume and of course the buck they use is really good, so I give it a big thumbs up. Not having ab crunch, big thumbs down. So hopefully you guys enjoy this review. It's very quick and to the point, and hopefully I can get some more DCU and Marvel reviews in there. So subscribe and tune into Instagram for me. Peace. Thanks for watching and keeping the community going. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram on Popular for more pics and updates. La-di-da. la-di-da, I am Superman.
Hey Clark, do you want to know a secret? I'm the Batman, bitch.